Ho, 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 Merry Christmas! You're in Joe and Andy's kitchen. So we're going to make cinnamon shortbread, and it's so easy. You can do it with the kids, you can do it with your granny. I've got 4 ounces of wholemeal flour. I've got 4 ounces of icing sugar, 4 ounces of plain flour, 4 ounces of corn flour, 8 ounces of butter, which has been softened a wee bit. It's been sitting out overnight. And then your cinnamon, you can get it really cheap if you go to the Asian supermarket. You can get a whole bag instead of just buying a little spice jar in the supermarket. I'm going to go for about three teaspoons. That's pretty strong. You may only want to go for 2. And we're just going to pulse it now on the food processor. So just when you see it starting to come together, we're going to put it into an already greased tray. There's no neat way of doing this. So what I'm going to do is just press it in with my hands. And then you can decide how you want to decorate the top. I'm going to do some marks with a fork. Scottish shortbread would probably just have some fork marks into it, like dots, but I'm going to do more like lines, so it's got a bit of texture on top, which will then hold some brown sugar, because you need more sugar in it, really, I think. Okay, so we'll get a fork, and I would go on a diagonal, so it's going to look really pretty, but you've also got the little marks to catch the sugar. And this is going to be so tasty when it comes straight out of the oven. You'll have to wait a wee minute, but it's really lovely with a nice cold glass of milk, American style. So you can just do a few wee dots here and there, but basically that's it to put in the oven for about an hour. Just keep an eye on the temperature. I'm going to put it in at 160. If you think it's starting to burn, just maybe turn your oven off and let it sit in there in the heat for as long as you can manage. Okay. So that's 160 for about an hour. Okay. Okay, so mine's a bit well done down one side, but the sugar will help cover that. So I've got demerara sugar, and I would just give it, actually I'm going to use my hands, because you'll be able to get more coverage. And then I'm going to show you how I cut it in long fingers, like Scottish shortbread. So this recipe I got from my Auntie Jane in Ballyclare. So it's a completely Presbyterian recipe that I'm sharing with you, and then they'll have to deal with me another time. So, big knife. I'm going to cut it into thirds. So, might need my oven gloves because it's still hot. So it's best to do it while it's still warm, because if you leave it and try and cut it, it'll be a nightmare. So I'm kind of gauging it the thickness of a couple of fingers. I don't know if you want to do a close-up, Andy? No, maybe not. Okay. So,
too late now. Should have done it. Sorry.
And of course I might have to have a misshaped one just so I get a little bit to try.
Yes, dear.
And just loosen it up all around the edges so that it's going to come out nice and easy for you. And you've got your milk chilling in the fridge. You've got your warm cookies, well, shortbread, and that's basically it. So have a lovely Christmas. See you in the new year.